future of the Tampa Bay Rays home is still in question. After repairs are finished at the Trop, the Rays are set to play there through the 2028 season. But what happens after that?
That's exactly what the city of St. Petersburg and Pinellas County are trying to figure out. And we know a lot of you have strong opinions as well. Tampa
Bay natives will remember the land where Tropicana Field was once the gas plant district. It's a community that feels forgotten.
And tonight, our Pinellas County reporter Casey Albritton giving a voice to the descendants of the historic gas plant district there and finding out how they want to see that land used.
They share with me stories of what it was like to be there, to have family members there and friends right on the same block, businesses, churches, just a community that they didn't have to leave. And those are stories that they share with a lot of pride.
Keandra Darling's grandparents grew up in the historic gas plant district.
It's very difficult because I can see that they were also a part of that destruction of a community that they've not been able to be returned back to.
Decades ago, the historic gas plant community was displaced to make room for Tropicana Field. In return, residents were promised economic opportunities and growth, but those promises were never fulfilled.
That sense of community has not been restored. And now we have people split into different neighborhoods who don't have access to the same resources within a walking distance. And I mean, it just shattered really a sense of a village.
The new stadium deal also made promises, but after it fell through, the city of St. Pete and Pinellas County leaders are having to pick up the pieces. They are now trying to come up with possible ways to use Tropicana Field after the 2028 baseball season. The most recent idea is a convention center. City council leaders received an email Wednesday night informing them about a feasibility study for a convention center that will be completed. The study will include research on job creation and economic growth. Ginger Galloway wants to see a center that would bring in more local businesses.
Having facilities that would be able to bring in more events and conventions and commerce to the area would be fantastic.
Sandina Point de Jour wants to see more jobs and housing.
I feel like we can all agree on the housing situation. I feel like it's a little elevated for most people, so getting some kind of affordable housing I feel like would help, especially in this area.
Darling also wants to see economic opportunities in housing for people, but she also wants to bring back something that can't necessarily be built. She wants to preserve the history of what her grandparents knew as home.
Public spaces that people can enjoy together and that fostering of community, and certainly some telling of the story there, and to see that threaded throughout that project. It's a huge opportunity for us to tell the story and for us to embrace that part of our history.
I'm Pinellas County reporter Casey Albritton, ABC Action News.